Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're going to carry on with our experiment trying to get a audio chat room working in Noodle using Peer.js and Peer server. So where we got up to last time was being able to initialize the script that we got from a bit from ChatGPT, a bit from the website, to be able to we were able to start the server. Well, the server was started. Is it still going? No, it's not. Oh yeah, no. Oh, still going, and we actually have the connection that we made earlier in here and the client ID that was connected, so that's very cool. So that's good. Now we're going to try to initiate the stream as it's doing here. So we're going to take this funky code, which should make a call, and set up a stream. Very cool. No, okay. So I wonder, is this the same kind of thing where we have to put in a port and an endpoint and all that stuff? So I'm just going to run that by our friendly ChatGPT. Is this code okay for making a streaming call with Peer.js, or do I need to also put in the host, etc.? It's on the right track. Yeah, well, I would hope that the code on the website of the actual thing itself is on the right track. So before you make the call, you have to initialize the peer object, which we will do. Yeah. If you're connecting to a custom peer server, not Peer.js cloud service, you would include the host, port path, etc. in initialization. So we're going to do that. Yep. For the default cloud service, basic initialization without these two. No, okay. Handling remote stream. In the call on stream part, ensure you have logic to handle the incoming stream, such as attaching it to a video element. Error handling, good job. Okay, well, that's a good job. Yeah, I hope they did a good job. Okay, how would we attach it to an audio element to play the incoming audio and only have audio, no video? So this is probably pretty obvious. We're going to take out the where it says video true, audio true. We're going to put video false, I guess. And then I'm hoping that here it's just going to be that we can output maybe the stream. Maybe that comes out as a URL. I'm not sure how it would actually come out. So you have to add an audio element, and then we're going to do document get ID audio element src is remote stream. Yeah. So we're only doing, we're putting in the remote stream from the code, this bit. So we're going to call and set up a stream, and we're going to pass in this remote stream variable into the code, and then I think with Noodle, what I'll probably do is I'll try not to be too fancy about it. I'll try to output the stream, which hopefully will come out as the web address for the stream, and put that into an HTML element. That could be the easiest way to achieve that. So let's see if we can do that. So once we've done connect, then, oh no, we don't want to do this. So this is not the right function. Use this one instead. So whoop-doo. What's that? Okay. No. And this goes in a bit. This in a bit. Okay. Yeah, this in a bit. Whatever. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, so we're gonna do, I don't know why I keep using constant not var. I think because I was trained on all that EC6 stuff in my basic JavaScript course, and so that's what I know, constants and lets. So get user media is navigator or WebKit or Moz. So that would be probably, I don't know, Chrome. No, I guess WebKit's probably Chrome. Get user media is maybe just the standard one for like Safari, etc. And then this would be for doing it with Mozilla Firefox. So it's going to get the media. It's going to ask the navigator, the browser, can I please have audio and video? We're only going to ask it for audio. And then we're going to pass in this function. So I'll say call peer call. So we're using peer, which should come from here, but I don't think it will because it's not part of this function. So I'm gonna have to ask, I'm not very good at returning variables from functions. That's something that always has confused me. So I'm gonna ask ChatGPT to help us with that one. So I'll get there, but then we need to return this. Oh, no, we don't. Because clever. I think that was ChatGPT's idea. We let peer outside, the variable is outside the function, and so it gets kind of populated with the peer object in here from our code, from peer.js. And then we can use it in here because it's already enriched with the right stuff from here. That's good. So this will be the connect function. Yes. Peer call, another peer's ID. So here it's going to be inputs peer ID. Oh yeah, script inputs peer ID. A good noodler would put all of this stuff at the top in, I think there's like a way of making like script inputs object, and then you define all the inputs that you want in the object, or you do it out here in the parameters for this, for the script, which is good. But we can do that later when we're tidying up, not when we're playing. So just taking out the toys and playing right now. So here call peer ID and stream, call on stream function remote stream, and then yeah. So remote stream is great because it's not been mentioned anywhere, so we need to mention it here. We'll just keep the comment for now. Script outputs stream URL, I hope, is going to be remote stream. Okay. This console log field, we are going to add in script outputs error equals. Do we already have an error? Yes, we do. That's okay. We can use the same output, and because we're running these two things separately, so we can use the same output for the other error from this function. That's fine. So, okay, maybe it's just going to be that easy. Imagine. Jeez. That would be a dream. Stream URL, let's see if it comes out. So, what are we doing? We're going to open up here the same 192.168.124. And it's the experiments page. Experiment singular page. Get into the same mistake every time. And then I think we outputted the ID to, yes. So we're going to take this peer ID. So we have a connection with that peer. We're going to put it in here as a string. Pass it into here. It shouldn't affect the one that's already connected, I hope. And then this one we test. And we got a different peer ID. Yeah, no. No, we didn't. Why don't know? Because maybe I put in something here already. Unique ID is the peer. Where's peer ID? Peer ID is only here. So why is it giving me the same? Probably because I'm from the same server. Oh, I don't know. Let's just see what happens if we carry on here with another button. I love how you can update things on the screen and you don't have to refresh the screen to test them out. That's just, you know, with Bubble or other tools, you have to refresh the screen to test the stuff that you're working on. But here you just slap it down and get playing. So test call. And that's going to trigger the other signal, which is connect. So let's see what happens. Uncaught. Can't read properties of undefined reading call. Huh. So it doesn't know this. Why does it not know this? Reading call. Cannot read properties of undefined. So that means that something in here is undefined, so maybe the peer ID, but then we've supplied the peer ID. Oh, I see. There's a peer ID output. Yes, there's a peer ID output that we might want to change. Maybe we change this one. So this is the receiver ID instead. Call it like that instead. So it doesn't go into the same input output. I don't know if that's what the problem is, but it might be. There, that might work better. We'll refresh that. Test. Got a peer ID. It's different this time. This. Did it do something? Test. No. So it did nothing. So error, yeah, there should be an error output somewhere. Not. So we run connect. The function. It does this. And then this. Oh, probably because it fails here. Because we can't get user media in a window like this. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna give it this peer ID. Try to connect from the browser then to this peer ID here. Got a different peer ID, that's good. Error, ingest, no signal function, type error, get user media is not a function. Oh, okay, let's give that to ChatGPT and figure it out. Seems like this library is not actually that good because it's got some funky code in it. So what error did we get? I'm getting the following error when I run the connect function. So let's put the code in there and then take the error. And where are you? Paste. An issue with the Get User Media API. Modern browsers have moved to promise-based versions of API. Oh, yes, of course. So that just needs to be updated. It's just out of date code. It's not a good sign, but let's just keep going. Here's how you can update your script signals. So navigate.media devices get user media. Okay, so it's more on a kind of, well, they say promise-based. I don't know what that means, but this looks a bit cleaner than what we had in our code. Let's go back and have a look at what we have. Oh, and then, okay, so it's first get this, and then if you get this, get this. Okay, got it. So we actually need to replace this whole thing. So it's the same code, it's just that it's used the object of this, the result of this will then do this and catch this if it fails. Okay. There we go. So navigator.media devices. Before it was navigator.getUserMedia, and this time it's going to be redo navigator.media devices get user media. Doesn't that look healthier? I think with the browser maybe we need to refresh, but I can't remember. So I'm just going to do it anyway, just in case. That's cool. No, get user media is not a function. So it's still doing get user media. Why is that? Okay. Output property stream URL has connections and can be removed. Oh, got something going on there. The error that came out of the function. Interesting. Okay, come on, we can do this. Get motivated. I'll give it to it again. Now it's throwing this error and then this error. Oops. Get user media is not a function. This error is likely due to an outdated way of accessing get user media. Modern browsers should be accessed through navigator. Yeah, we did that. That's what we did. Error with the output property. The error message suggests an issue of how you're handling stream URL in your script. It's possible there's a typo in your code. It should be stream URL instead of... Oh, did I miss an R? Oh my god. Classic. I promise I'm just tired. No, I don't see. I did write S-T-R-E-A-M. 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 Yes. Oh, okay, it's just guessing. Oh, okay. It's possible there's a typo. No, there's not. Oh, there might be a problem with the way the output property is being managed or updated in your script. Stream URL. Stream URL. Remote stream. Okay. Okay. Test connection. So we've got a peer ID. We're good. Test that. And now we're getting nothing again. That's better than getting errors, I guess, but it's probably just about that get user media thing again. So we have a peer ID. Take that here. And then browser, and then refresh, and test call. No. Okay. This is the error coming from this code. I think it still thinks that we're using the old code with the get user media bit that there was in the script before. Update is not available in the context of your web script is running. This can happen in environments that don't have access to webRTC APIs. Restricted web contexts. Well, you know what we do? Navigator.media devices. Okay, up. We're gonna, oh, well, it's already open. Genius. Navigator.media devices undefined. Navigator.media devices undefined. Can you please search and find out if Chrome still supports navigator.media devices? Why do I not search myself? Because ChatGPT can search faster than I can, and also can digest and understand the data better than I can. This includes the get user media method. Does it? I'm going to show it what's happening in my navigator. Is it maybe because of this that it's actually an HTTP and not HTTPS unsecure connection? Wait, I'll test it. navigator, media, devices. There she blows. Look at her. Beautiful, beautiful. There it is. So we can't use media devices over an unsecure connection. What are we going to do? We're going to, what did I do before? AWS. We're going to go to AWS and we're going to get a gosh darn secure connection, but we're going to have to gosh darn use a CDN. This is a very nice opportunity to talk about Amazon's CDN and CloudFront and their certificate manager. Here we go. CloudFront is going to give us a way to distribute the site through an alias, I think. So CloudFront allows us to do to apply an SSL certificate to a domain name, but we can also have the, no, we don't have any domains. We need a domain. We need to get a domain for our EC2. And then we need to, let's see, can AWS provide me with a dummy URL domain name for my EC2 server so I can use it with CloudFront, because the EC2 address is currently HTTP only and so doesn't allow media device access. Or is there an easier way to access my EC2 server by HTTPS? Yep, CloudFront. Okay, you can create a CloudFront distribution and point it to your EC2 instance. CloudFront offers HTTPS by default for its default domain. Yeah, okay. Really? Okay. So it's gonna point something, okay. But then I need to have a domain, surely. Choose an AWS origin. No, it doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Okay, let's just do it like this. So we don't have an AWS origin. We don't have we need to have an AWS origin. Okay. In CloudFront, the origin, what was it called? Origin domain field shows no results and is required. Can't see the EC2 server, maybe because it's only a public IP and has no domain. What do you think about that? You mean to manually enter the public DNS? Oh, clever. Aren't you clever? Let's get our EC2 server, get the IP address, and go back to CloudFront and give it that. So give it the origin domain, HTTPS only, and yes, and or no, yes, and no, SSL, yes. And origin path, we don't need. Enter a path, URL path to append to the origin name. No, should be okay. Name, peer server. Custom header don't need, don't care about any of these other things. HTTP and HTTPS, redirect HTTP to HTTPS, HTTPS only. Well, redirect. Get head, don't care. Restrict viewer access, don't care. All this stuff, don't care. Don't care, don't care, don't care. Enable security protections. Why not? And use all edge locations, don't really care. Custom SSL certificate. How can I request a certificate for an IP address? That's not going to work, is it? Well, let's see. Let's see what happens when we do it with this. Create distribution. A cache policy is required. Oh, is it? Caching optimized. Why not? I just want to play with this toy. I don't care. The parameter origin name cannot be an IP address. What do you think about that? Oh, public DNS. Where's that? Public IPv4 DNS. Okay. Cool. Look at that. Could be that. Woo. Okay. Deploying. No, I don't have 30 seconds. My videos are already very long. I don't have 30 seconds to answer a survey. Thank you very much. Deploying. To be continued. So that's all we're missing here. Is this? You know what? I'm doing something really stupid. I just realized I've been working on getting a HTTP address for my server, which actually doesn't need an HTTPS address. It's the it's this local address. It needs to be HTTPS. Muppetry. Yeah, so I actually need to deploy it to do this test. Yeah. I see camera, microphone blocked, can't do anything. That's super. Now that I've done this, I'm gonna have to change my, you know what, maybe we'll just, can we delete this? Or is it to disable it? I made a mistake. Anyway, it's very interesting to see how to set up the CloudFront, because you're going to need to do that for a Noodle custom domain name on your site. So if you're going to add your own domain hosting on AWS, your Noodle front end on S3, you're going to need to add in the S3 address that they generate for you. You'll add it in here. Do the same thing I just did, make you a CloudFront domain. So it's on a CloudFront network, and then you can assign it a certificate, and you can actually validate the certificate with DNS, change the added a line into your DNS records that'll validate that you own the domain name, and then you'll be allowed to make a free certificate, SSL certificate, apply it to the CloudFront instance, and then that means that your website becomes HTTPS and secure, which is very nice. Okay. So I think I'm a bit stuck because I can't get the HTTPS here. So I can't get the media devices. So I guess that's enough for today. And I will have a think about how to, I'll probably have to deploy this on S3 and then access it through the deployed version, which in theory will be easier because then I can just really have two browsers open and let them manage their own, ID and everything. So I think the next step is, to deploy this and then come back when I've got HTTPS working maybe I'll do a video completing the whole CloudFront thing with certificate management with the S3 deployment, because it's nice to see that as well. It's the same way you're going to deploy any other Noodle site, so I might do the deployment actually in the next video, and then we should be able to do our test call from that and output the idea was to output the stream to an HTML element, which is in the pre modules. Yes, so custom HTML module. And we're going to make it into an audio player. So it's going to be like something like this, audio src equals, and then here we're going to put inputs. Can we have inputs? I can't remember. There is a way to do inputs. I'll find that out as well. And yeah, we'll do an audio player here and then feed the stream URL into the audio player and then try to play and see if we can hear what's coming from the other side. Once we've done the other side of the connect script, which is the receive script, which will receive the audio from the other user. So yeah, still a bit of work to go. This is a fun challenge. I hope you enjoyed all the mucking around, and